Hey again, YouTube, Nudge Up with a Machete back with a video for you. Raw Bricks, Angry Jackalope recently did the tagged 4 choppers. Find 3 choppers and they have to complement each other from your collection. And I thought that would be a good one because, you know, machetes, choppers, they usually fall into the same category. And what I kind of decided to do is lay out at my feet, because I don't have a table big enough, the choppers and show them to you. By the way, I'm using a new microphone setup and tripod setup, so let me know if it sounds better to you guys, or if I'm too loud, or if I'm too quiet, in the comment section down below. Let me grab the camera, pan it down, and show you currently kind of where we're at.
Okay, so let's start on this end, and we'll pan over. So on, okay, you can see the stick. Next to the stick is the Cold Steel Tonto machete. Next to the Cold Steel Tonto machete is the Condor Crocodilian. Next to that is Nickel the Sickle, the Iranian half-round sickle. Above all of those is the SCH MBS. Sorry if the camera's shaking, guys. The SCH MBS, the Priscilla. Next to Nickel the Sickle, right around here, that is the Cold Steel Copis machete. Let's pan down a little bit. Next to the Copis, we have Idun, the Barong machete from Cold Steel. Yes, there's going to be a few Cold Steels because I have a lot of those. Next to that is the Bowie machete from Cold Steel. This is the SCH Mach 1 Smashy. And next to that we have the Prototype Pra from Iranian, the ANEP from Iranian. This right there is the Smith & Wesson Bush Hog, the Kukri. Next to that we have the Kershaw Camp 18, the Cold Steel Tie Machete, and if we pan up a little bit, sorry for the mess in the back, we have the Cold Steel Bowie Bushman. This is actually a knockoff knife I thought I might as well throw in. This is a trading knife from my pépère. This is the Condor Bush knife. I know, knife, but it's still a chopper. And of course the Cold Steel Gladius machete. Now let's pan back up.
Okay, so that is, yeah, I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 things that are kind of considered choppers just from the collection. Now what I did was I had to exclude a few things. For instance, the Sinbad Scimitar, stuff that you haven't seen yet, that would probably be really good choppers and might complement each other. If you haven't seen it yet, it's not going to be part of the review, or the review choices, anyways. So that also means that any of the upcoming machetes and stuff like that, they might be awesome choppers, but they're not going to be part of this. Also, there are a few items from my collection, because about a dozen or so that are either on loan to friends, or that you guys have seen, but they were gifts for others, like the Condor Dynasty Dao, and of course the Cold Steel Chinese War Sword Machete, insane choppers, right? They were gifts for a friend. The Cutlass Machete is currently being modified to make it a little more agile. There's just a few that you haven't, you won't see. The Shrade Barong had to go back. There was a manufacturer defect with it, so sent it back, and yeah, that's about it. I only included a few of the of my knives as choppers because I don't have a lot of large knives. I have choppers in their places. So why don't I think of how to complement them? I mean, we have so many similar Cold Steel ones that we can probably choose one of a similar size that kind of complements the others. The Tie Machete is nice, great chopper, two-hander. If we're thinking self-defense kind of scenarios on top of regular bush stuff, that might be a contender, but then again, you're doing the barong and the Copice, they're both pretty good. The Copice is pretty light though, like it's very thin, so I think it's going to be the first out. You're going to see me do that a lot because I have to duck to pick these up. Let's see. I think we're going to take out the Gladius machete because as awesome as it is, using it in the bush can be pretty dangerous. Mostly because of that double edge. I don't have any other double edges, so that takes care of that. I think we'll probably remove the 3 knives. I don't even know the name of this. I've never showed you guys this one. This was like a $9, found it at a flea market, but it works as a chopper knife. I'll show you the blade anyways. Yeah, kind of tracker style. But yeah, no name. 440 stainless steel. Actually works really damn well. But, nah. Same thing for these two. They're both good knives, but they're not a lot of weight behind them, so maybe they don't make great choppers. Plus, I do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 that are kind of in that almost knife category that would probably complement each other fairly well. The SEH Mach 1, the Cold Steel Tonto machete. If I'm fiddling with it, I might as well put that snap retention on there. And the Cold Steel Bowie Bushman. You know what? Because the rest of them pretty much have stock sheaths, let's remove the Bowie Bushman because I've got my custom sheath, my custom setup for it. So that one's going to be disqualified. You can kind of make up the rules as you go along, eh? Okay, I've also got, kind of in the same size, I'm kind of thinking the Crocodilian, the Bush Hog, Tonto, or the SEH MBS, or SEH Mach 1. You know what? Let's take out the Mach 1. It's thin blade, stainless steel. Stainless steel, and I've already notched it up. It's an awesome chopper, but it might not hold up to the abuse, so we'll take out the Bush Hog. Well, similar designs, but I think I'm going to go with the Crocodilian as my first choice. Might revisit later. Okay, as cool as the sickle is, and the fact that I can actually chop with it, it's kind of limited in its overall use, unless I'm decapitating people or clearing light vegetation. So we'll remove this one. Okay. Let's think of the big guys. We've got kind of a heavier, medium weight one that will do some insane work. Let's think about bigger guys. Because we've got the Cold Steel, Tie Machete, Kershaw Camp 18, and the Barong from Cold Steel. I love the Barong. It's probably one of my favorite designs. Good slasher, good chopper. This one's a little awkward to carry. I know, it's got the shoulder strap and stuff like that, but it's a little awkward to carry. It's a little awkward to use because of the long handle. I am proficient with its use, as you can remember from the watermelon, but I think I'll remove this. Okay. So we kind of have between these guys. And I love the Camp 18, its overall size. It does chop like a son of a bitch. Some people have been having issues with the hardening from it because it's a stainless steel too. I haven't, but I'm already kind of choosing either the Crocodilian or one of the heavier ones that's down there. So maybe we don't go for a heavy weight guy. And okay, we'll put him aside. Kind of getting rid of things as I go. Alright. So we've got, see if I can do this in my hands, 6 guys left. And a cat approaching. We have these 3, the Condor Bush Knife, the Inep, the Prototype Pra, and we have these 3, which are the Condor Crocodilian, the SCH MBS, and the Cold Steel Barong. Okay. If we want to look at them kind of as groups, let's see. Cat's making noise in the background. Sorry if you can hear it. Okay, as much as I love Priscilla and the SCH MBS, if she were like a high carbon stainless or high carbon steel, spring steel, something like that, if this were the sorry Josh, I forgot the name of the custom one that you do. If this were that one, I think I'd probably go for it. With this, I think I might put her aside. Okay. I'm almost thinking that these two go together really well and complement each other, but I'm also thinking this is great. It definitely do the light work, but it's more a medium chopper, and that's kind of where this one is too. But this has the added bonus of a hollow handle and everything. So, okay, Condor Crocodilian is going to stay. Plus, you guys remember I can do the handle and all that stuff pretty easily and get more power out of it. So I think Condor Crocodilian is going to stay. Alright, so we've got these 3 guys. So I need to choose 2 from these 3. This is going to be kind of a weird video for you guys. Sorry. Anyways, I almost think that this needs to go along because it's a smaller chopper that can do quite a bit. It will split lumber if you need it, but it'll do the lightweight stuff, and it is lightweight. It's actually pretty comfortable to use. The bill hook gives it some added usage, both in terms of burying that part into people. I slashed up my shoulder using this earlier this summer, and I know how sharp it is. Wasn't paying attention, just did stupid shit. So I know how sharp it is. It is stainless steel, but it's really well hardened. I think they slab hardened it, so I'm actually impressed. I think this is going to go with, which means we got 2 Condor products in the end, which is kind of nice. Now, these 2, you know I love Miles's work. Kind of a heavy-duty chopper. Now, the only issue between the 2 of them is this guy's heavier and would almost seem to lend itself to a heavy-duty chopper. But this one is, because it's a prototype, it's not quite as comfortable to use, it's not as easy to use. Works great for medium stuff, but I'm kind of looking for a heavier stuff, almost like what you could use for chopping through trees and stuff. Now, of course, Rob's probably going, well, what are you thinking about the self-defense stuff? Well, this went through a hunk of meat the size of my thigh without even stopping. Truth be told, Crocodilian and the SCH MBS would also be great in self-defense, but this thing also splits lumber like a son of a bitch and could almost take the place of an axe, while at the same time being really sharp and really good for self-defense. So I think I have my final 3. And it's a big pile of stuff. I think we've got it. Sort of makes sense in my head, but I'm a nut job, so again, I think we go with I just realized they're all pretty similar in size. We go with these 3. The Condor Crocodilian, because of its versatility, you can actually put it on a limb if you wanted to use it as a spear or something like that in that, kind of scenario, self-defense, or if you needed to hunt, that would work too. It's also a great light and medium chopper. If you really need to, put on a long handle. It'll probably do the heavy stuff. For the heavy shit, I've got the NEP. Weight forward design, hell of a chopper, delimber of trees and people. Yeah, I think those complement each other really well. And then the light one. Now this is probably where, Rob, one of your other tops knives would be. I don't have any. I've got little tops knives. Yeah, I think this one complements it nicely. Light, versatile, kind of covers the spots that these guys don't. You can do fairly fine work with it. Still kind of covers, if you want to think of these in self-defense situations, it's light enough. It's still nasty, but out in the bush, it'll actually do some pretty damn good stuff too. Yeah, okay, so there's kind of my final selection. The Condor Crocodilian Oraniac, the NEP, and the Condor Bush Knife. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. Let me know which ones you guys might have chosen. Different, why, constructive criticism, please. And yeah, we'll just see kind of where this goes. And if you wanted to try this, if you've got choppers, go for it. The only thing I did, like I said, was exclude the ones that you guys haven't seen yet. Obviously, I have other ones that would be good. And the ones, of course, that I don't have physically in my possession right now. And then I removed all the axes and all that stuff, because maybe they'll have their own. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. If you like videos like this, well, let me know and I'll try and do more of them. But of course, feel free to click like, feel free to subscribe for more videos in the future, and as always, feel free to share this video as much as you want. Until next time, I'm Nutjob with one machete and 2 choppers, and fuck it, 3 choppers. Stay sharp.